Hello everyone, welcome to FIJIan Investment Trader, known as FIJIan Traders. This is your host, Mr. Singh. Tesla, ticker symbol TSLA. Well folks, I have a lot of news to cover. Also about my Tesla Model Y. I bought about it. I'm excited about it. But before we talk on the fundamental side, we got to talk on the technical side as well. How was the day? Like for 5 days, we see the low of $138 on Tesla. Now on past 2 days after the earnings report came out, which was some great news on the earnings, resulted the past 3 days going highs of 160, then on highs of $173.78. My resistance level was $173.93, was very close to that, but we finished on Friday, the week of $168.29. Well, on the earnings, definitely some of the great news on the earnings came out. Well, Tesla was 5.3% net profit margin. What does it mean by that? Comparing to the net GAAP net income was $1.3 billion compared to $21.3 billion was in total revenues. What does it mean on total revenues and GAAP net income? That means your total revenue minus your expense. What was the amount on the quarter was made was a 5.3%. That is $1.3 billion, which is a phenomenal news for Tesla. Well, one of the news that was kind of a brief on the earnings side as well. As you see, 5.3% was the net margin and 1.3 billion was a net total profit after the expenses and everything else. So one of the news came out today on Friday actually was the safety regulatory progress whether Tesla recalls 2 million vehicles on autopilot accurate for the fix of the safety threat. This is an old Tesla plan. I wanted to show you guys. And what does it mean by that? The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration Office says its office directs investigation whether opening a recall query to assess if Tesla recalled in December more than 2 million vehicles over to fix an autopilot system was good enough. It makes a good headline. The safety investigator looking 2 million plus Tesla self over to driving recall fix. But investors don't need to worry about it. Don't need to worry about it. It is a very common. When does a Honda, Nissan, Ford does a recall of the vehicles, people don't freak out. But when a Tesla gets a recall, everybody freaks out on that. But this is an article came out. We did saw an impact on the stock market today, but nothing too much crazy on it. But definitely closed the day $168. So also in this article, the Tesla safety measures ensure the driver's assistance compliance and touching steering wheel and beeps and buzzing into an interior camera monitoring driver's eyes as well as red flashing steering whether on that. I do use the self-driving as well too. You cannot be on your phone. You get a 4 violations. You're done. Your self-driving is gone until you have to repeal and get it. So very good features. I've used it many times on Tesla, my vehicle, and I'm excited about it. And definitely, why did I bought it on the Tesla vehicle? I'm going to show my picture of the vehicle as well. This is my Tesla Model Y model. I bought it because it was a big discount. As we know that EV makers rather were cutting the prices down and managed to get the 2024 Model Y. It comes with the back tinted window as well. I did my window and the front as well on that. So once the tinting was done, it looks like this. So I'm excited about showing my Tesla Y model and also why I invested on the stock as well on this company. What's happening in China? Tesla launches a zero down payment in China to boost their sales. And this zero down payment option was purchased in China to part an effort to boost the sales. Customers who already bought the vehicle of Model 3, Model Y before June 30th could take an advantage of 0 down payment, and US electric vehicle company announced on video. So definitely a boost of the sales, and Tesla did the price cut knowing gonna get weeded out some of the companies, which they did, and also they wanted to generate more revenue, which you can clearly see that generating the revenue jumped over 25% year over year. And that's compared to a net 5.3% of net profit, what $1.3 billion in cash. Phenomenal, missed that. So I'm still going to show you guys my Tesla Y model. I'm going to put a referral down below, just interested if you are interested to buy Tesla. you go ahead and do that. You'll get more extra features if you use the referral code as well. I'm gonna put it on the down below on the link. So let's jump in on the technical side. But before I forget, I want to show about my portfolio. Sorry, I totally missed about that. My portfolio, I'm about 1,217 shares, where I was around at 700. Did boosted it up, roughly up about 7.6%. I'm also invested in Mara, Nvidia, and Neo is also another EV company that I invested on, and as well as Rivian is another one that I added this week. So all of this is in my portfolio. I'm a big time investor, folks, doing it for 13 years. I do stock that has a very potential growth, profitability, vision for the company as well. I'm going to talk about the good, the bad, the sad, the great of the company as well. So I always keep it very transparent. So please comment down below. Love to hear your thought process. Where you at on Tesla? What are you thinking on the key things on Tesla? Where they're heading into? And is the EV boom is over? I believe 100% that's a zero. It is not over. It's just another start, another boost on the EV company with all these incentives coming on and that. So this is my portfolio. My plan is to add another 400 shares, roughly around that. Like to keep it up to 1,500 shares over here. I'm waiting and see some key technical terms in a technical chart, because they are coming to a point and we might see a pullback. Yes, we might see another pullback, but I'm just waiting and see if we have an uptrend breakout pattern, which I clearly see that it has recovered very well coming on the lows. This is the 5-day chart. You can clearly see that we came in the low of $138. They started loading some shares. They loaded some shares and then loaded back over here right before the earnings. Once I did my due diligence on the profitability of Tesla, how I was doing it. So definitely added on that. So $173 is my next resistance level to break. You can clearly see that we have struggled. I'm going to shift the gear to 1 month chart. So you can clearly see that our pink line, which is the beautiful 200-day EMA, when we had this crossover, I did mention it, then I'm selling my shares, which I did. Because I bought it right back again here at 160 level. I wanted to lock profit, and that is the reason that I sold it, because the moving average do not lie. They do not lie when you talk on the technical side. So when we have the 60-day was below and above was the pink days, my 200 EMA, definitely we bought it. Then we came below right over here, and the reason I added right here, because we break out our 60-day, and sure not. Now it's a breakout pattern. Why it is that on the 1 month, you can clearly see that the blue line is up and the 60-day moving average is sitting below, means a confirmation of blue line. And why did I say a pullback? We will touch back again at roughly around $163 area if you're looking to load some shares. So that is very potential to become as a support level. Shifting the gear to the 3 months, you can clearly see that we still have a big gap to cover. If I go all the way back, you can clearly see that. Let me fix my chart right here. So all the way back, not far off from back in right in December, that we were sitting around at $265. Crossover happened. Guess what? We came all the way down, right? So technical analysis do not lie. You can clearly see that a pink line crossed over the blue line, crossed over the pink line on the downtrend, and we ripped all the way back to 172. But then we had this gap where closing up, and then we're making higher highs, higher lows. And then once again, we did have this crossover, came all the way to $138 level. Now we are sitting, right? So now we are sitting back. Let me fix my chart back again. So on the 3 months right here, you can clearly see that on the 3-month chart, my 60-day moving average is sitting at 171. We did not break today 171. We did test it at $173 and I believe 80 cents. So 68 cents. Mine was $174. Sorry, $173.93. My apologies. Right over here, you can clearly see that was my moving average. So right now, 60-day, 200-day moving average sitting at right over here, roughly about $171.88 that we got a breakout. But we are trading between those two moving average, which is a clear indication of another breakout coming on. But we gotta wait and see if it's a short-lived, long-lived. So that is something to keep an eye, and that's why I boosted up my shares as well on that. But the trend is looking at it, shifting the gear of that. Definitely on the month of 30th and June 1st, we're going to have the Fed's talking about inflation cut. So something to, as investors, we should be very careful looking at it in terms for any stock you have it, because they will see a pullback coming through on that. So something to keep an eye, folks, because the market did recover pretty good well for last 3 days, and definitely something to keep, should be very getting excited on that. So 60 days sitting right over here, so we're going to be trading in between these two channels. Yellow line is my support, red is my resistance. 173.98 cents, 182 40 cents, and then all the way to 211 cents is my next resistance level. So these are the resistance level. You can see support level still sits the same as 151.26, and then 138 has become a new support level because that was a low for the week that we came through on that, creating highs on that. Shifting the gear to the 1 year chart, quickly going to see that absolutely a downtrend pattern, but you can clearly see that we're coming on the year to date. That is 178. That is going to be another resistance to break. But a lot of shifting gear, shifting puzzle for Tesla right now, and we're coming to a very close end, because last time we did came to the close, we at around $205 we couldn't hold, and we ripped all the way back to 160 level. So something to very keep an eye on, folks. But the volume is there. Volume predicts price. Volume is absolutely over there for Tesla right now as usual, and trying to push the price higher and lows, because clearly see that we did have the sell-off today and have been having this sell-off. People have been selling shares because the jump that happened from 138 all the way to the 173, definitely people locking the shares as in swing traders or day traders as well. So great to see on the Tesla how they're doing and recovering it. Mr. Elon Musk's vision. Company is profitable. That's the biggest thing you should always understand. Company is profitable of $1.3 billion, and you shouldn't be sleeping on that. If Tesla was not profitable, that should have been worried about that. And that's the reason why the price went up, because investors do believe this company has a more future to go. And it's just a matter of time. We got to break, so 171. Let's see how Monday works out for us, folks. 171, we got to break that, and then 182, because once we break that, our blue line is going to have this confirmation crossover on the 6 month. Where you're shifting the gear on the 3 months, you can see that we are closing that gap. Last time we close the gap, we ripped all the way to 138. So we are about to close that gap again to see if they have momentum. 1 month, we did cross over, which is a beautiful indication for another push is coming up. So I'm excited. I'm pumped. Go ahead and down below check out the referral code. If you're interested to buy Tesla, you get a lot of discount by using that referral code as well. Don't forget to subscribe, smash the like button, and turn on the notification. Tesla gang, let's go. I'm pumped. This is one of the time that we should be getting excited about it. If you're still on red, just be patient. Just be patient. My goal still stays the same for Tesla, over $500 per share. That is my goal to do it. The reason I sold it and came back again, because it's a downtrend. I want to make sure I lock some profit. I want to make sure that, but I believe Tesla is, I don't believe, I'm 100% confident on Tesla that it is a $500 stock, and it's just a matter of time, folks. So thank you for watching it. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And once again, don't forget to smash the like button and turn on the notification. Thank you.